page on Canvas will go over researching with the library databases. I have an embedded document that you can see on the screen right now, and if you want to open it up as a Google Doc and maybe even save it, you could access the same document with the link here. I also want you to see on the page that I have some tips down here, including a citation builder app or a citation machine that I have elsewhere here on Canvas. You'll see a link to that in the modules. There are some other videos here on improving your search. I link to it here in a library help page. The librarians will help you with live chat. They have live chat during a lot of the day, and if you physically can go to the library, depending on where you live, if you have access to the campus library, you can walk in and get help from a librarian at almost any time of day, even at night. So if you are remote or don't have the easy availability to go to the library, I do recommend the chat that you can find on the library help page. Let me just open that up and show it to you here. Might take a second to get over there. And you can see right here that there is a chat that you could do, and you simply go over here and use the chat. It's offline right now because I'm doing this early on a Saturday morning and they're not open at this exact moment. When you get into the actual library, and you go to this page that I'm pulling up right now, the main thing that you should use is the articles tab that you see right here. Just go straight to articles. And then when you get into the box, you could type in your article subject. So maybe it is the history of the English. Whoops. And you click here, and that's probably going to get a huge amount of hits. Let's just see what we get here. Yeah, that's a lot of results if you look right here. So we need to filter that. We're going to go to peer-reviewed journals here on the left to make sure that we're getting accurate sources. And then I'm going to change my date range to go from 2020 to 2023. You see that over here. That should give me some different results. Still going to get quite a lot of them, though, I will say. And then if I want to get better results, I'm going to sign in. That is one of the things about using the ODU library is you end up having to log in quite a few times sometimes to get what you're looking for. And then this should take me actually into the library. So you can see that I'm enacting here that it does take a bit of work. And then you could see here that I have some books. I don't really want books. I want journal articles. I'm going to go over here and do the same steps on the left-hand side that I was doing a moment ago to search this topic. Seems like my internet's kind of slow. But once I get some results over here that I'm going to look at, I'm going to start scrolling through and finding things that say, okay, do I see anything here that might be helpful? You can see here where it's peer reviewed, it's going to have this little purple icon with the eyeball. I'll tell you a little bit about what I can see here. See where this says review? What that means is it's somebody reviewing the actual book. And that happens a lot in academic journals because the journals are making recommendations from experts. That's why it's peer reviewed on whether other experts may or may not want to see that source. So you can see a lot of these that are coming up are actually reviews. You don't want a book review because that's not going to help you do research. That's just somebody reviewing a book. So you want to look for something that's going to be more like this, which is much more promising because it is an article that has to do with teaching the history of the English language. So, in order to choose sources for this work, you're going to need to read more than just the title. You're going to come down and look at the summary, even though there's only a little bit here. You want to make sure that you're choosing articles only, not books and not anything else. You might get served up dissertations, for example. Those are over 200 pages long. You don't want to use those because your summary should indicate that you actually read an entire source. I have no expectations of my students reading books or dissertations for that matter that are hundreds of pages long. So only articles should be chosen for this work. Once you find the article and you open it up, sometimes it takes a few clicks like you see here to get to the actual thing. Like I said, you have to log in a whole bunch of times, and then it'll come up for you like you see here. And then you will have an abstract, which is a summary of it. Once you read your abstract, you'll be able to decide whether or not you want to use this resource, at which point you would download it. Like I just clicked on the PDF button, and then it'll come up. It looks really nice on the screen. And to cite it, you would use the citation button. Just look for the thing that looks like little quotation marks. And then it's already selected for APA. You would simply copy and paste that into your references, and that should go directly into your annotated bibliography notes. Once it's there, you do a hanging indent like you'll see me teach in the other lessons, and you'll be good to go. Thanks for watching.